All right, guys, I'm back out, Elk County. I'm at a place called the Round Hole. It's the round hole of water. Waterfall coming in here. It's coming off the Douglas Group. Underneath there is a Huebner Shale. Can't really notice it, but if you look underneath that black, and you're not going to be able to see it probably very well because of shadowing, but that's all a carbonaceous black shale. And in Kansas, that's one of our marker shales in our subsurface drilling that we look for. It kind of lets us know where we're at when we're starting into the Kansas City group, Lansing, Kansas City group. All right. Now, as a kid, I didn't know any of that. As a kid, we came down here, we swam, we seined bait. It's all solid rock up here. Had picnics, 4th of July's, bottle rocket fights, you name it, it's been happening here. We just had a good old time. So, in fact, you'll not be able to see it, and I'll try to take a still of it after I leave here and put it in here. If I can't, I can't. But across the bridge, there's a road just south of us here, and across the bridge on the east side of the creek there's an old white building. My great-grandfather actually went to school there, I think till the 4th grade or 6th grade, something like that. Can't remember exactly when. Anyway, it's a beautiful setting, still is, still a fun place to come. This is Indian Creek, it's a beautiful little creek. Just always been a pleasure to come here. It's always been a fun spot. So today I'm going to delve into Old Forester again. This time I'm going to go with their stock 86 proof. The 100 proof signature did not go over so well with me. I did not like it. This is much different. I've had quite a bit of this one actually. This is a much different bottle. The one thing I did not care for about the 100 proof signature, it was so floral, and that just, I can handle the little floral notes in my whiskeys, but when you start getting too heavily into them, it just doesn't turn it for me. Now there's people out there that love it, and that's fine, and disregard my review on Signature 100 if you really like a lot of floral notes in your whiskey. I just do not, and I have to judge it according to my palate. So anyway, let's get to pouring. I seasoned the glass a little bit because got a little dusty. So I went ahead and poured a little bit in it, swirled it around like Richard Patterson does. So it's going to have just a lot of already dusty stuff going on. Age statement, we don't know. It is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And it doesn't say anything being less than, that I've ever seen on here, being less than 4 years old. Because if it's less than 4 years old, it has to state it on the bottle. Otherwise, it's assumed it's 4 years old and older on a Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. And it's got a nice color. It's a nice somewhere between a slightly dark burnt honey to a slightly dark amber. I mean, it's a dark amber plus 2 probably. It's pretty dark stuff. It's only 86 proof, 43% alcohol by volume. Now this still has a floral touch to it, but it's not so bold or dominating. It just kind of hangs out there. Immediately you get oak. I get a nutmeg on this one. The vanilla is very restrained. It's there, but it's almost dark. It's not very prominent. And it has a caramel sweetness on the nose. Borderline, really, it's probably closer to brown sugar. I'm gonna say it's brown sugar. It's not quite caramelized. So yeah, it's more brown sugar than caramel. I have no notes on this. This is all going by memory and off the cuff. That's about it on the nose. It coats the glass fairly well. I like it better than the 100, but I have to be honest. Even though I've drank quite a bit of it, it's still not in my favorite palate, my wheelhouse. I don't know what the mash bill is on it. I'm not sure they even put it out. If I can find it, I'll put it in here. If I can't, then it won't be put into the video. If I can find it, I'll annotize it in though. I just saw a deer run right across there. What'd be fun is me doing one of these videos out here and you guys watch a deer or turkey go across behind me, because it could happen. It could happen. I'd never know. It still has that floral characteristic. We're getting the brown sugar. The caramel's not very prominent. The oak lingers on the side of the tongue. And it's the association with the oak, I think, that I'm getting that floral note. It just kind of dwells there. Short to medium length finish. It's not very long. Finishes subtly with the nutmeg. The brown sugar kind of hangs around, but it's not very dominant. Not very much vanilla with this one. I am surprised. I expect more vanilla interaction with it than I'm getting. Somebody else might get it better than me. I don't know. I mean, it's there, but it's not very prominent. It's overridden by this herbal note. And it's borderline floral herbal note. But when the floral note skews to the herbal side, it's a lot more palatable than if it skews to the floral side, for lack of a better note, but to the flowers, to that side. It's no award winner. It's good. It's got good flavor. And a lot of people like it. A lot of people like the 100 better. I like this better than I do the 100. I don't know the score I gave the 100 off the top of my head. Wasn't very good, I don't think. Would I try it if somebody gave it to me? Yes. Would I be tempted to buy a bottle again? Not very likely. So that's going to put me in the low 80s. If somebody gave me some way, I'd turn it down to no. So that keeps it in the high 70s. Nose is better than the palate. Finish is kind of dull. Kind of one-noted finish. Not very much transition happening there. I'm going to have to give it an 81. It's an 81. It's doable, but it's just not gonna wow you. But it's likewise, there's a whole lot worse out there, especially for 43% on a bourbon. So that's my take on it. So remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. And once again, a beautiful little look. Let me step behind the camera real quick. All right, let's see if we can pan it a little bit so you guys get an idea just what this place is about. Try to do it slowly and evenly, and you got a 360 idea of just what the round hole is. All right, guys, remember, spirit in your glass ain't running from you. I know I've already said it. Don't say it again. Spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip it, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. Everyone have a good evening.